1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
I'll imagine I'm looking at you guys.
Yeah. Do you want to do the opening introduction for us, please?
Yes, indeed. Welcome along, football fans. This is our podcast, a weekly podcast called The Football Referee, where obviously we discuss all matters football. I am Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I am Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. Welcome to the football referee. So, Crystal Palace. Won a game against Brighton.
Our rivals, our great rivals, Brighton, on Sunday.
I was quite excited because I thought, well, if you're not going to win a game against anybody, just win against Brighton.
Well, yes. I mean, it's an interesting thing, the rivalry, isn't it? Because a lot of people, they don't understand why there is a rivalry between two clubs. For my part, I live a lot closer to Brighton. I'm only really 15, 20 minutes from the coast from Brighton, whereas I go north into, I suppose, Greater London, and it's about, from where I live, probably, 35, 40 miles up to where Crystal Palace are on the outskirts of London. But it's always, they sometimes call it the M23 derby, but it goes back, I think, to the 70s and 80s, where managers made comments. I have an idea it was there you are, back. I think it was a Brighton manager who made some rude comments about the Palace team, something like that. And it kind of grew from that, because there's no natural rivalry, except that we are at opposite ends of the M23 and the A23 down to the coast. But yeah, there's always been this thing. Having said that, I know some Brighton fans, and they're as nice, they're as decent a people as most of us Palace fans. So it's a bit ridiculous, really. But yeah, Sunday was it wasn't the best game for the neutral, but there was much joy in my household and amongst Palace fans to get that win after 12 matches without a win. Not that we lost them all, but we hadn't won since the beginning of December when we played at Fulham. And I went to that game as usual, and it was great to see us win there, but not since. But this has put us back up to 13th. I don't seriously think Palace or Brighton, who are just below us, are in a relegation battle. If we'd lost on Sunday, we'd have started to get a bit nervy about it. But no, we bought a couple of new players, and they look pretty good. Have to see a rebooting of the Palace team, but it was much joy on Sunday when Palace won that game 1-0. It was a good afternoon, good day.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed watching the replay on later on that evening. I was quite happy.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, that Palace won, because he was just getting. Every time I looked at the table, I was looking at the relegation zone, and I'm thinking, oh, I hope you don't get into that zone as a team. But I'm glad, because I was talking to a Leeds supporter at the weekend.
Right.
Was he on Friday? And he said, well,
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
And he said, well, there's Crystal Palace there, and I said, don't even go there. He said, he said they're not far from the relegation zone as well. And I'm like, yeah, all right, but don't even go to Crystal Palace because I love Crystal Palace because of my bro, you know. So I was able
Good
to,
for you.
yeah. So I was happy. I was happy
Good
that
man.
I was happy that
Good man, cuz. Yeah. Good
right.
man.
Okay. So there's I don't know whether to call this a conspiracy theory. But I'm gonna read it out and I'll let you make up your mind on what you think. So it says Manchester City insiders privately believe that the 115 charges verdict has been delayed due to potential consequences costing the Premier League 2.5 billion instantly, 2.5 billion pounds.
Wow.
And it then goes on to
Well,
list the reasons. And I'm looking at the reasons and I'm thinking it could be real, it could not, maybe not. Right, but I'll read it out anyway. It says the theory
okay.
is that City holds a kill switch. If so, it then labels it. So number one, it says if City gets kicked out, stars like Haaland and Guardiola would leave. And then point number two, without them, TV channels allegedly have the right to cancel their contracts. And then that's number two. Number three, it says this would instantly cost the Premier League 2.5 billion. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, the money that you mentioned at the end is probably what particularly Sky, but the other broadcasters, the BBC, TNT, it probably comes to about £2.5 billion for a year's contract. You know, so £2.5 billion. You know, were Sky, etc., able to come out of that contract because one of the top teams was thrown out, then yes, I mean, theoretically there would be a massive loss of money. Now, let's hope and let's face it, that's all highly unlikely, I would have thought. What is a bit of a mystery, and I've thought so for a long time, is why these 115 charges haven't been dealt with. The first and obvious thought is, well, how can it possibly be 115 misdemeanors on the part of that club? It surely cannot just be related to the financial fair play rules, or PSR, I think as it's called now, because it couldn't amount to that many faults unless it goes back a long time. I mean,
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on